So we have started the season, and so far it's going okay. We are looking decent. We are trying to mix up in terms of tactical changes during the matches, which are getting results that maybe in previous seasons we wouldn't have got the results from them games. So of course I am pleased with how we are looking so far this season. In today's episode we'll recap them first few games, then also have a live comment in the cup, which I think will mean a victory. Hopefully. I'd expect so. We're playing a lower league side. We're basically doing this live comp so we can all shout the word goals over and over again. So since you were last with us, the only change is Northman has now gone to Lugano in Switzerland. That was a pre-arranged deal. 63k, I think, is an absolute steal for them. But unfortunately, he wanted to leave, even though he did come through the academy. And our players have zero value, which is what I'm finding out. No matter how good they are or how good they do for me, zero value, which I'm not going to lie, a little bit annoying. Financially, we have 1.6 million in the red at the minute, spending 42,000. That's going to go below 40,000 as well over the summer because we do have a 4,000 a week player going out for 500,000, which isn't really going to affect that. We're losing money. And when you look compared to the other teams in the league, it doesn't make sense how they are even doing anything financially. So far this season, and following on from the 1-1 against Molde, we ended up getting a 1-1 away to Vålerenga. Bit disappointing. They scored in the 93rd minute to get that point. That was then followed up with a 2-0 over HamKam, with Torresson and Irondo getting his first goal for us. Has been very, very good from central mid, bombing forward. I've got to say, very impressed. We then played Stabæk, and in the first half of the season, we went out with a First half of the game, we went out with a 5-2-2-1. 0-0 at half-time, we switched up to a 4-5-1 to try to exploit them a bit more down the wing, and it worked, a 1-0 victory. That was then followed up with a very, very disappointing 1-0 defeat to Ulkissa in a game where we honestly should have won. And back-to-back defeats followed, though, against Odds and Egerton, which were games I almost expected we wouldn't do amazing with. The red card there definitely didn't help at 1-0. We then played Ranheim, though, and got back to winning ways with a 3-0 victory. Berlinga with 2 and our right-back Henriksen. We then played Grand Burda and got 6-1. Finch again a hat-trick. Vitor with 2 and Breda. We then lost to Viking before beating Strømsgodset 2-0 in the cup with Irondo on the score sheet again. And we've just beat KFUM with Torres on the score sheet to put us up currently in 7th place. Now, we have played 2 games more than some of the teams, but won 4, drew 2, lost 4. It's a very mid-table looking run of form, and it's getting a little bit annoying that season after season we've not been able to break through. But we're absolutely shipping money, okay? We are absolutely shipping money. And yet we are spending the second lowest in the division behind Ulkissa at 1.88. So, for example, let's go through all the teams, shall we? Who are not in Europe. So, Sogndal are minus 6.7 million. Brann are minus 3 million. Odds are 165k in the red. Brina, 4 million in the red. Viking, 5.4. Ranheim, 2.7. KFUM, 2.9. All these minuses are behind my webcam, obviously. And HamKam are 4.9 million in the red. So everybody is absolutely shipping money if you're not in Europe, basically. In terms of Lillestrøm, by the way, they are in Europe. They have 4.91 million in the bank. Berda Glimt have negative 10. What are we supposed to do? I'm spending as little as possible. Our players have zero value. Like, absolutely zero value. You go through them there. 900k, 2.5 million for Berlinga. Okay? I guarantee you now, if I try to sell him, we won't get bids of over 500,000. That's how it's going at the minute. Now, I have heard that FM had an issue where deep into the game, your players just lose value. But I'd never experienced it until now. and it's driving me mad. So today we are going to come up against Konnerud in the cup, and I think we can do something here. I'm going to put in a couple of people who I think need a bit of match fitness, maybe, actually, so Riok can start. I think I'm happy with how this team looks. Yeah, so Ingebertsen, Mahler right back, I think, yeah, because Henriksen's injured. Figueroa, Hellberg, Martinez, Torres, Rondo and Riok in the middle, Bellinger, Maidonda on the left with Finch up top. The only change, I think, is Mandonda off and bringing on our academy player Torres, who is a very, very good player out on the left wing. Finch up top has started well this season. If we do go forward and pump fists, then open up Finchy. You can see 2 goals in 7 in the league, 3 in 1 game in the cup. Not gonna lie, 2 in 7. I thought he was doing better than that. This is one of these times where I'm like, this guy's doing really, really well. Turns out he's actually not scored for a few games. Look, alright, our strikers don't score goals. We can't afford to buy new ones. Be nice to me. Okay, be nice to me. We've got some youngsters coming through. Let's see if they can develop. Finchy can sit on the bench. Right, Torresen goes back to Hellberg. Goes forward to Torres. Lima Torres goes back to Hellberg. He's going to go to Torres again. He goes forward to Rondo. Down the line of Bellinger. Bellinger has a shot and it is tipped over. And we get the corner with 9 minutes in. Konnerud in Drammen have 1,444 fans turned out today to watch us play them. Back post. Oh, saved by the keeper. But we've started well. I really hope so. We're playing against a low league side. Okay, Martinez goes down the line to Torresen. Torresen cuts inside. He gets the shot away. Deflected, but the goal will go to him. So we are 1-0 up here. 13th minute goal for Torresen. Assisted by Martinez as well, which is nice. But that's his 4th goal of the season with 3 assists. He's been doing well. He has been doing well. But having this as our 3rd round cup game, it's a decent game because it pretty much guarantees his qualification. As Miles Riok gets his 1st goal of the season. Now, Miles is a strange one. Because he's Australian stroke English, it's almost like his value's higher because he's got English nationality. So I do think if anybody in the summer ends up moving on, it's going to be him, because I do think in the summer window some bids might come in for him. And we might end up actually getting 1.5, 2 million for someone like that. And he's not guaranteed starter for this team. So if them kind of bids come in, we might have to move him on to balance the books. Because the whole point is to rebuild a fallen giant, not leave them bankrupt. I mean, they're not bankrupt, but you get my point. We have a counter-attack opportunity here. Bellinger goes back to Mahler, though. Back forward to Bellinger. He goes over the top to Ronda, but it gets clear. But Torresen picks it up. Inside the box. Saved by the keeper. Good save by their keeper for Konnerud. We're still 2-0 up. We have a corner. It's going to be a short one because the player's gone short for it. Maybe he'll play it out to Rondo as well. Riok to Rondo. Back to Torresen. Floats it in back post, but we don't win the header. Right, Bellinger now. Oh, okay. Didn't want to see it anyway. Cut that highlight. Right, Torresen. Back post. Finchy tries to rise, but doesn't get to it. It is cleared. Lima Torres now picks it up. Lima Torres. Where we go, mate? We go inside to Mahler. Mahler goes back to Figueroa. Over the top. Finchy doesn't win it though. Finchy's having another bad game. It is disappointing because top goal scorer last season for the club. I hoped he might have a decent year this year, but he's just not doing it at the minute. Just not doing it at the minute. Torresen now. To Riok. Awful cross, but Hellberg's going to keep it. He goes to Ronda. Back to Mahler. Across to Riok. 2nd of the game for Miles Riok. Makes it 3-0 on the 41st minute. Konnerud 0. Rosenborg 3. We'll take that all day long. Come on. We're looking decent. Mulder put 4 past Holgerson in the first half. Odds have put 3 past Floro. Flora actually featured in Second Yellow Card's most recent video I watched, where they had a random Champions League qualification. They were in it 1 year. Uppsala now losing to Egersons. Egersons have gone 1-0. Come on, Bellinga, short corner. Plays it to Torresson, goes to Riok, back to Bellinga, puts it in. Hellberg doesn't win the header again, but a Rondo. Deflected, but he does get the goal. Counts as his 4th goal of the season from that central attacking midfielder position. Pleased with that. He's definitely a player who I brought in with the idea of playing reserve team football, but has just done well. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring on Igor and see if he can impress, because since joining the club, Igor just has not shown the qualities needed to be our first choice player. He's really not. Right, Figueroa goes out to Mahler. Goes forward to Igor now. He goes inside to Finch. He lays it off to Riok. Riok now to Torresson. Goes back to Martinez. To Hellberg. Figueroa. And in case people wonder, I think I'm leaving Finchy on because I would like to see if he can get goals, especially in the cup. Right, Mahler floats it. Oh, he heard me talking. He heard me talking. Dan Finch, Patreon member Dan Finch, gets the goal to make it 5. Okay, we can make a couple of changes. So Martinez is struggling, so I think what we'll do is we'll bring on Hamidi, who can go right back, and Mahler out to left back. Hellberg struggles well, so Hammer can come on in there. And I think Ivonda's struggling, so maybe we do that. Trosseth goes in the centre mid basic and Riok becomes the more offensive of the two. As it looks like we missed a goal and we've scored our 6th. So Figueroa had it. He goes back to Mahler into Hellberg. He plays it over the top to Igor. Does he get an assist? He does. Ball across. Torresson tucks away for his 2nd of the game. What a player that Torresson is. Came through the academy and has just been outstanding. Outstanding. Come on. 18 minutes to go. We've had 22 shots to their 3. So it has been a game of goals. And it's been a game of goals for us. Right, ball forward. Igor now. Come on. You've got a point to prove here, Igor. Because you are taking up a foreign player slot. We only have 9 of them. And you've not been amazing. Right, Hammer. Goes long to Torresson, who flicks it to absolutely nobody. There's just no need for it. Okay, they get it clear though, and we are going to recycle play. So Mahler to Trosseth. Mahler back to Hammer. Lima's there. Lima Torres now. There's Tronseth. Goes out wide to Igor. Beat your man. Beat your man. He does. Put it across. He does. Riok with his hat-trick in the game makes it 7. Get in there. Yes. What a hat-trick goal. Igor beating his man. We found his level. We've been playing teams like Konnerud all season. Then Igor will be a decent player. If we're not, then maybe we don't need him. Again, a player maybe in the summer we move on just to free up a foreign player slot when he's performing so badly. Right, come on. Torresson, you want a hat-trick as well if you want to have a shot, mate. If you want to have a shot, he does. Oh, I allow that. We're 7-0 up. He's on a hat-trick. We allow that. We do. Gotta sometimes hope for them extra goals. Hamidi to Riok. Hamidi puts it in back post. See, now we're just desperately trying to get him that hat-trick goal, aren't we? It's looking like qualification to the 4th round is assured comfortably. Right, Torresson goes back to Hammer. To Torres, back to Figueroa. Forward to Riok. Torres again. Linking up the play nicely this season so far. Figueroa to Tronseth. Over the top. Igor's in again. Igor with the goal. Yes. Assisted by Tronseth. A goal for Igor's. My watch starts going mental. Makes it 8-0 in the 93rd minute. We take that. 8-0 in the cup. It's always nice to score goals. You guys get to see us actually win a game. Got to be pleased with that. When is the next game? Do we play Fredrikstad next? On the 28th, so at the end of this month. So we're going to a bit of a gap period now. We don't have a game for a couple of weeks, so the players will get sent on holiday. Then we have Sogndal, Fredrikstad, Brann, etc. And you will join me here when we end the transfer window and recap the last couple of months of football. There will be some changes. There will be some players going in and out. I do see, by the way, Vitor. Oh, it's actually not changed. There's nobody anymore. He was wanted by pretty much every Premier League club, but apparently now nothing. Okay, whatever. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time as we continue to try to get this club into Europe this season. Or I would class this journey as a failure.